Our next guest will be holding a town hall at the border tomorrow with concerned officials and small business owners, with Title 42 set to expire. President and CEO of the U.S. Hispanic Business Council, Javier Palomarez, and local business owner of L&F Distributors, Greg Lamantia. They join me now. Greg, let me start with you, if I may. We're going to see this surge of migrants across an already chaotic border. Is going to be a huge number. How is all this going to affect your business and affect life along the border?
Well, in general, it's going to be, I think, a disaster. I mean, until they come up with a way to slow this down, it's going to simply overrun Border Patrol and the federal agents, and the burden on the local communities is going to be absolutely tremendous. We've talked about it. We've seen it on all the stations carrying how bad it is now, and just put a multiplier on that, it's just going to be very, very troubling to try and contain and control it.
Javier, what effect is this influx of illegal migrants? We've heard a lot, obviously, about illegal drugs. We've got a lot of people coming across, a lot of criminals who come across the border, as well as genuine asylum seekers. But inevitably, with the lack of control there is in place, all kinds of people come across who you don't want to come across. What is the impact we've seen already on the local communities there, and how is it going to get worse?
Well, certainly in South Texas, you're going to see the impact. But, you know, the average American family is feeling this impact as well. You know, we're seeing food prices go up. The cost of everything that you put on your table has gone up. We often forget that the people putting that food on your table are actually immigrants. The problem that we have right now, Jerry, is that we have a backlog of some 1.5 million people waiting to get processed. In addition to that, you look at asylum seekers, which you just mentioned. We have 500,000 people as of March still waiting to get processed. And that process used to take maybe 2 to 3 months. They're expecting now that it'll take 6 years to get everybody through that system. In the meantime, they're not allowed to work. You can imagine the frustration of ranchers and, produce companies and fruits and vegetables companies that need the labor but can't get to it. This is really an indictment on our American Congress. The only thing more broken than our immigration system is our Congress. We need our elected officials to come together and find a solution to this troubling issue.
And Greg, it's a really tough challenge for law enforcement down there too, who sometimes do this under criticism from progressives and Democrats, including people in the Biden administration. They're going to be how are they going to handle this additional surge that we're going to see? We're going to see starting as soon as Wednesday.
It's going to be very difficult. And to Javier's point, I mean, what you have is a need in agriculture, whether it is fruits and vegetables, berries, blueberries, strawberries, oranges, catfish packing plant, chicken plant, whatever it is, you have a need for these people to come, and they have a job ready for them, yet all these people that are coming can't get a job legally. And so that's a burden on wherever they end up. So maybe Congress should come up with a way to give them a MICA or a permit to allow them to work, to pay taxes, to pay FICA. And then when you talk about being able to find these people later, for their court appearance, you should be able to find them because it's check stub and there's an employer and they're paying taxes, etc. Because what you don't want to do is have them continue to work underground illegally or turn to crime because they've got to eat. So we've got to do something. And I agree, Congress has got to step up, and the president and everybody has to step up and get a solution and quit throwing rocks at each other and get this damn thing done.
But as Javier said, there's one thing more broken than the border. It's Congress. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed, both for joining us.